So what's up, guys? Today I'm outside in my car, and it may look really complicated right now, but here's the storyline. We bought some new speakers for the front, so that sound much better. But then there wasn't much power going to them. It was quite quiet, so we paid for someone to fit in this amp and amp it up, basically, and then we put in a sub. I don't know if that came first or that came first. But anyway, this is to power that. Nice vibe. I've got one of those in my house too. They're wonderful. Not sponsored, by the way. And now we have this juice. Never tried them before. And I think they're pretty good. I'll explain why in a second. So anyway, guys, we got this amp working. It was all working, it was nice. The mission was, there was a bit of feedback. And it's because the person that wired it in had connected this power to this power too. So it was a bit silly because it was like interfering. But I figured that out and switched it. And basically it was all working. But then we bought some speakers for the back because they weren't amped up at all. We bought some nice ones that sounded good, but again, they weren't amplified up, so they were quite quiet. You can only hear the front ones really. So I decided myself to amp up the back ones with the juice. Thing is though, that wasn't the first amplifier. So first of all, we thought we could just take the signals from the new speakers up here, the new speakers from up there, and just put them straight into the outputs of the front. But of course, the back sensors wouldn't work because we're only getting this signal from the front. So, yeah, that was a bit of an issue. So we decided to buy another amp, a 4-channel amp. But then we bought it off eBay and it didn't work, so we had to send it back. And then I bought this one. And now I was up here all last night from for about maybe 5 hours-ish. Let me just count. Yeah, for roughly about 5 hours out here, trying to wire this all up. Because basically I completely stripped it all back, all the wires out, everything, and then rewired it. So I think this is 8 gauge on here. This is for this fuse box here with two, I think it's 25 amps and then 25 amp fuses. And one of them's going to this amplifier there, and I think this is 8 gauge negative going into there. And now I've got another one, this another cable going into the vibe. Now that is going to there, if I can move that speaker cable. Then we've got the negative, which is going off to there. Now the remote is trailing down into this one, and there's 3 in there because obviously 1 for each amp. And then also, oh sorry, let me focus my camera. And also, it's leading off over there to a cigarette lighter, which has a remote on. So we took it off that, and then we have 3 RCA converters here. 1 for the front speakers, 1 for the bass sub speaker, and another one for the backs. But yeah, it's really confusing, as you can see. But I'll slowly try and explain it as we go through this. So let me just quickly change the camera angle. So onto the in phase first. Let me get my fingers out of the way. In phase first, we've obviously got the powers and the remotes. And these are the front speaker signals, the white ones. And then we've got some nice thick RCA leads going into the back. Now, if I just show you the back real quick, don't know if you'll be able to see. Probably too dark. But there's some signals, subsonic and stuff like that. You don't want that for mid-ranges. Oh, let me just focus my camera. You don't want that for those sorts of things. You want it on a high pass filter and then set it to about quarter gain, turn it on and adjust it. So yeah, that's what I've done. And then as we can see here now, we have a vibe. And now this vibe is wonderful. That powers this 12 up here. This 12. Basically the signal comes from the RCAs. Oh, sorry, my fingers. Signal comes from the RCAs, goes into this. And then we've got that set up to the low pass filter. And we've got a big speaker cable running all the way across. We just go a bit further in. It goes all the way across. Don't know if you'll be able to see, it's a bit dark. But then we've got some connectors on there because it wouldn't reach. And I'll explain why in a second. So, yeah, as you got like last time, negative, remote, positive. And if you're wondering why there's red cable for the remote, it's because I ran out of blue. So, bit annoying. That's how it is. And then with the juice, we've got RCAs running from, oh, let me focus it, from there to the amp. And then if I go right over here, sorry, I might sound different because it's quite dark in here and it's quite difficult to get in. Sorry, let me just refocus. So you probably can't see it because it's quite dark, but got speaker cable, positive running down into there, into the fuse holder and then into the battery. 2 speaker cables and then remote here. Sorry if my camera's a bit blurry. And then we've got the negative here, which I don't know if you can see on camera. Sorry, let me try and focus it. There you go, see the negative. 1 second, let me just get back out. Yeah, so this is a wonderful setup here. It sounds brilliant, as I'll show you a little bit later. Stay tuned and I'll show you. And yeah, basically I've used some block connectors here to extend the speaker cables for the back, because this vibe was at the back there and we was meant to put the juice here, but because of the depth it wouldn't fit, so we had to move that one over there and move this here. So we've had to extend most of the cables and rewire quite a lot of it. Basically all we're doing is getting signals from the fronts, converting them to RCA and then putting them into the in-phase amp. And then we're doing the exact same for the back, and then the sub is running off the left signal into the bass, because obviously it's on the left. So yeah, quite cool. Don't know what else to say, but really it took absolutely ages. Now what I would suggest is, I don't know if this makes it better, but in my case I think it made it better. So I originally bought 2 of these ones, which one for the sub, one for the mids, and this one for the mids. But I decided to go for same one for the mids and then one for the bass, and it sounds much better now, and it's not audio clipping. Yeah, it looks quite good. It looks quite messy right now. I'm going to try and clean up all the wires to make it look a bit neater. And then we're almost done. But like I said, it took me 5 hours to do this. It took a good while. Yeah, and also these speaker cables that come from the front that we paid them to do doesn't have any markings on, so we didn't know which one was positive and negative, so we had to use the old 9-volt battery check thing and tested it. Yeah, we've had to run wires all the way up. We're gonna try and neaten those up. This one's fallen down. But yeah, I'm gonna show you what it sounds like now. In 3, 2, 1. Let me just get the internet back. There we go. Sorry guys then, my internet cut out, but let's try that again. I can't have it too loud because the neighbours right now, because it's early in the morning. Personally, overall it sounds really good. You might not be able to hear it properly on camera because obviously, like I said, it's early in the morning and I don't really want to wake up the neighbours, but yeah, that's a quick video on it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, this has taken me weeks to try and fix and all do. It's taken me like weeks and weeks because we was having trouble with this, trouble with that, trouble with that. They were all interfering at one point and we was having a big issue. Now I'm gonna see you guys later. I'm gonna try and fix this wiring off camera. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, put a little notification bell on, and I'll see you next time. Bye.